Hey traders, Todd here. Welcome to the free video update. It is now Wednesday, March 13th. This is for Thursday the 14th, and we had a good session with Peter Brandt this morning on the live cast on the YouTube live stream. So I'll link you to that video below. But we had the legendary Peter Brandt in, so that was a good discussion talking about the current market. So definitely have a look there. The market rallying back to the sextuple top. So it's pretty interesting here. We're coming back to the 2820 level for the sixth time. For now, I'm tracking a couple possibilities. I think this is a challenging market environment. That's what Peter and I were talking about. He was saying he's on the video. He's like, I've been stopped out 10 times in a row. Certainly the risks are contained. But he's like, it's challenging, but he thinks it goes higher. I tend to agree. One of the counts that I'm looking at is this in terms of a triangle that does allow for a push through 2,800, possibly up to 3,000, then down. There are still possibilities that we're into, some kind of head and top shoulders. We're into the 786 retracement of the SEP to December drop, which I think is key. The NASDAQ had a strong day today, but we are not yet at, or through, I should say, the 786, which is right there in the NDX at 7272. The rut is underperforming. The rut off of the, actually put in a high in early SEP, is through the 618, but not at the 786. And again, you can certainly make the case that you have a sort of a head and shoulders going there. So, guys, it's tricky in here. We've been kind of light on the option side. We've been adding stocks that are really strong in the portfolio. We added, let me just take a look here for you. We actually added some XLRE, some real estate. We're starting to see evidence that bonds might be trying to push higher. We're seeing kind of a move down in yields, and you're starting to see some strength in sectors like the real estate. XLRE just breaking to new highs. Relative strength of XLRE and S&P going up. Utilities on the move as well. So you're seeing evidence of a defensive market. Look at XLU on the move up. Ascending ratio there. XLU outperforming the S&P. Not on this most recent top, which is actually kind of interesting because XLU makes a new high. You would think that with the ratio would make a new high as well, but the rate of change in the S&P must be stronger than that of the utilities. But still, you're getting utilities and S&Ps trading together. So pretty interesting. You are getting some rollover there. XLI, head and shoulders, starting to get a drop in the ratio there. That has a lot to do with Boeing. I took it on the chin a little bit. I had a nice... Oh, I didn't mean to put Boeing in there. I had a nice winning position in the portfolio in Boeing. Unfortunately, I had this count. I didn't really listen to it, and it might be an issue. So I cut half of our Boeing position. We're into a beautiful wave 5 of 3 move in Boeing. So we might have some more pain for that for Boeing going forward. So those are just a couple things that are going on here. Some of the strong stocks in our portfolio. Again, I'm not doing too much in the option side here, but I want to get a little bit more clarity. Trade I talked about last night, Apple into wave 5 resistance and 85 to potentially 95. That's still game. Looking for any kind of little pullback in Amazon for Triangle B up in towards the 1900 level. And Amazon, Facebook continues to hold a nice bid there, potentially breaking out in wave 3. So Facebook has come back. Netflix, I'm also interested in adding to the portfolio. We have sort of a kind of a weird flat, sort of a kind of a compression and volatility here. I'm about ready to get rid of that count and just simply say it's biding its time to move higher. So like there's opportunities out there. Cisco's making new highs. We added to Intel. There's opportunities in the stock specific side, but the index has just got to give us a little clarity. So we're buying strong stocks here in the portfolio. Okay, a couple that we're looking at. Zendesk is good. Added Stitch Fix today. Let's see, what else did we add? Zen, Twilio, back to highs, really strong. PayPal's looking good. Dexcom. So those are a couple of the, and Costco's another one. So COST. So this guy is looking at a 1.618 projection and a 238 and possibly 253. The other thing that's interesting is semi started to come back today. So it's weird. It's potentially in a wave 3 of 3 breakout there in NVIDIA. Intel's already gone. Intel already made the move, as I mentioned, up there into 57. So I'm just looking for a little clarity from the indexes before we get after it. Okay, so we're doing the software I'm using that I've been using for years is MotiveWave, and they're coming up on their March Madness sale. So if you're interested in the software, if you've been watching me use it, you can just check out the MotiveWave spring sale on tradinganalysis.com. It's on a discount now. It's up in 5 days, so you have a little bit of time. There's a trading analysis edition. It's 20% off. We do have a 75% sale on our training course, How to Use MotiveWave. And then, as I've mentioned before, you can also opt into our repository, which basically, if you have MotiveWave, and I make an update, so I just put in another Wave 5 projection, I'll pin it. I'm just hotkeying on Intel. I'm going to eliminate a couple of those extraneous ones. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, starting to build a zone in here. And I leave you a note on the charts just like this. I'll do it like this. I'll be like, okay, today is 313 of 19 FRZ, which is fib resistance zone from 55.50 to 59.00. And then what happens is when I save this, it automatically goes up to the cloud. And if you're connected, you have MotiveWave and you're connected in our program, our repository program, you just instantly got the update. So when you come in the morning, you know exactly what the upside and what our thoughts are in Intel. So it's a pretty revolutionary program. So that's all MotiveWave. Okay, dicey market, but we're ready for it. And there's some good stock stories in there, just looking for clarity from the indexes. Okay, we'll leave it there. Oh, one thing I did forget to say, sorry, the dollar. Dollar breaking down. There was some good news on a no rejection on the Brexit vote. Dollar's starting to break down here a little bit and actually confirms what's happening in bonds. If yields are dropping, bonds are moving up. That's a kind of a macro relationship confirmation. So the dollar had the ability to break out and kind of just did a big false break. So if the dollar starts to break down, they're going to have some more kind of interesting signs that the Fed is just on hold, and that's going to have a macro impact on what's going on in that sector rotation that we're seeing with XLRE, utilities, and also to a lesser degree staples is real. So watch the dollar through 95. All right, guys, leave it there. Be sure to check out the video with Peter Brandt, youtube.com. Let me just pull this over. youtube.com/Todd Gordon, and that's that. We're also going to do a webinar. I forgot to mention the webinar tomorrow night, Thursday night. That's going to be at 8 o'clock. That will also be on my channel. If you go to videos, there will be an invite. Check the link below to be opted into that. But we're going to do a live stream webinar Thursday night for MotiveWave. Okay, so check that out as well. Here it is right here. This guy right here, MotiveWave version 6, our leading Elliott Wave software. So this is going to be March 14th at 8 o'clock. Okay, so just go to youtube.com/Todd Gordon, and it should be right down there. Yep, that guy right there. Okay, so that'll be 8 p.m. Tomorrow night. All right, guys, hit that set reminder as well, and you'll get notified when we go live. All right, leave it there. Have a good one, and I will catch up with you soon.